Well, another school year is here for many Metro students. Those who haven't started already are busy getting their supplies, getting ready for the first day of school. Some athletes are already back at it, and joining me now to talk about that and the importance of getting your kids involved in sports or extracurricular activities, Chad Zimmerman. He's Executive Director of Activities, Athletics, and External Affairs at Millard Public Schools. Chad, thanks so much for being here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's start with the athletics portion of this.
Sure.
Always a big concern for parents and students, the risk of getting hurt. What is Millard Public Schools policy? What are y'all doing to protect you?
Well, I think so much of where the advantage that we have now in sports is the technology, right? And the knowledge level that we do have. I would tell you one thing that has changed this year for heat protection is the Nebraska School Activities Association has gone from heat index to wet bulb globe temperature. And
what's
so
that?
wet bulb globe temperature readings. And so what that entails is now it's measuring temperature, wind, solar, and humidity rather than just heat and humidity. And the heat index is actually taken in the shade where this is actually taken in the sun. So it gives us a more accurate reading of really what the conditions are that our kids are outside participating in. And you take a field reading, a surface reading. So that technology piece has really been advantageous to help us keep kids safe.
Is that mainly or only for football, or is that?
It's for all outside sports.
Okay.
And so it does have some specific football pieces with that as far as maybe removing additional padding or helmets, etc. But it's applicable for all outside sports.
How are y'all using the concussion protocols with the helmets that can register?
We do not. I know several districts do have that.
I know it's still new. So.
Yeah, but again, going back to the technology, as back in my playing days, right? The helmets are so much more sophisticated, and the knowledge level and technology that we have supporting those devices and helmets has really made a substantial impact positively for student health.
If a student or an athlete was adversely impacted by the heat, I mean, if they had they fainted or whatever it is, what's the protocol for helping them to checking for like heat stroke and whatnot?
Sure. So, those of us that have trainers at our buildings, athletic trainers, they're well versed in the management and care of those student athletes. They're monitoring those kids very closely. Hydration is key throughout the day. And so part of it is that pre-teaching element and really getting kids to understand the importance of hydration and talking about their feelings relative to if you feel a certain way, you need to let us know. It's not the days of old where it's, no water and salt tablets and those kinds of things. We're far beyond that. And so kids also know how to advocate a little bit differently. And because we have those adults that are closely monitoring those situations, as well as coaches. Coaches are well versed from a first aid standpoint, way more than they were when I was a participant 20 plus years ago.
Right, and I didn't like salt tablets when I had to take them. And actually kids, they would say, I'm fine. And it's good that coaches are, seeing beyond that. Hey, a recent analysis by Quote Wizard found nationally sports-related injuries have actually declined by 10% since 2017. What's your take on that? Is it safety standards? Are they getting better?
Absolutely. I think, again, it's a knowledge level of our adults that are helping, supervise those activities, whether it be a coach or athletic trainer. And I think it's technology. Sports have come a long way. And so, my example of the wet bulb globe or the football helmet, our technologies have gotten so significantly improved for our kids that it's really made a positive impact.
Is there anything parents can do to help protect their kids at home?
Sure. It goes back to, like I mentioned, hydration is key. And so really getting kids, and not just outside sports, inside sports, anytime you're participating, that hydration piece, drinking water all the time, food, eating on a regular basis, especially with high school kids, having that breakfast, having those multiple meals a day is important, and rest is also critical, just, as the doctor mentioned before. So.
Right, and studies show that physical activity can have an impact not only on attitudes, but also academics and make you better in the classroom. What are some good things for students who aren't in sports to do?
I'm grateful in Millard because our community has really embraced the importance of extracurricular activities. And so the need for kids to be involved, studies have shown that they perform better academically. Their discipline is typically better because they have that accountability structure. Their attendance in school is better. The leadership skills and traits that they develop in those activities is significant. So we really encourage, I know we spend a lot of time in sports, but it's all of our activities, in our music and our fine arts and clubs. It's really important to student success for those kids to be involved.
Why is it important, say, for example, the student to be involved in, I'd say, show choir or chess or just anything that's not classroom? Why is that important?
I think it's two things. It's the connection to that school community, right? It's adult, and it's working with an adult in a different lens that you're sharing that passion with, and it's a connection with the same folks that may share a similar interest. And so developing friendships outside of a classroom environment, when you share that same passion and energy and excitement, that to me is really the full educational experience that we're after.
Yeah, I agree. So you're not just going to class
Correct.
and going home, going to class and going home.
And it's an integral part of education-based athletics. It's that tie between what happens in your school day is relative and tied to that activity. And so that's something that is very important now, I think, with the number of opportunities in clubs outside of school that students participate in. Having that hook, having that concrete piece of I've got to do good in the classroom, be in school in order to participate, I think those are really important elements.
And Chad, you mentioned those clubs. Can parents play a role in helping them choose the club, or should they play a role?
Well, absolutely. And so oftentimes many of our schools provide activity type guides or give an outline of all the clubs that they offer. And so sitting down with your student saying, hey, I know that you've shown an interest in this in the past, and encouraging them to pursue that, even though it may be not something maybe as cool, especially talking high school kids, they may shy away from some of those things, but
Sure.
A parent saying, hey, you know what, I think this would be really good for you, an opportunity for them to excel. I think those are ways that parents can certainly help kids get involved.
Is there a line where parents should not help their student here? I mean,
having high school kids myself at one point, yeah, there's a fine line, right? It's
Yeah.
the encouragement piece, but I think too, if certain age groups, if you encourage too much as a parent, it probably has an adverse effect.
Sure.
So yeah, finding that balance. But I think, again, encouraging them to get involved in educational-based activities is really important.
is there, and we've all seen this, I mean, my kids, when they were doing sports and whatnot, other activities, there were parents who were seemed to go across the line. Is there a healthy parental involvement, the cheering and all that kind of aspect? And what's your take on that? And what's your advice, I guess, for parents to just kind of rein it back a little bit?
We understand why parents are so passionate about their kids, and especially, when they get to a high school level, the amount of time that, and probably financially what they've invested to get their kids to get those experiences. Mm-hmm. We really talk a lot about sportsmanship. And so when I've had those conversations as an AD, when you sit down and talk to a parent and you say, we're asking you to model something as an adult that we expect of our kids, if you can bring them down to a level that you can have a conversation like this, that really puts it in perspective to them, and oftentimes that really helps. We get the emotion, and sometimes, yeah, it comes out. But being able to go in and de-escalate that situation, and just have a conversation of value with those folks, oftentimes, in my experience, that's really helped resolve that. And parents are like, yeah, you're right. We don't want our student to act the way that we're currently acting.
And I can see you get caught up in the moment, but
absolutely.
And a lot of parents think, maybe my kid will be the next whatever, Aaron Judge or whatever, they'll think they'll be a pro athlete.
Correct. And modeling that civil discourse and behavior is really important. And we, again, having those conversations as adults, and not coming at a parent or berating them for their behavior, just saying, hey, you know what? We understand the emotion behind this, but it's really important that we model that behavior that we're asking of our kids and coaches, that you model that in the stands.
That's great advice. Chad, thanks very much for being here today.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Good luck this year.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You bet. Well, still to come, we've touched on safety in the classroom, on the field. Now we're going to head to the sidewalk and tips police have to keep everyone safe on the commute to and from the classroom. First, reminder, your comments, important part of the show. What are your thoughts and concerns as your kids head back to class? Things you want to see different? Things you're impressed with? Send us an email. The address, news@ketv.com. We read them all, and we'll be right back.